Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name's Amy, and I'm an ordained minister, and we are in Bible study. We are in the King James Version of the Bible, and we are in the Gospel according to St. Luke. We are in chapter 22, and we are doing verses 1 through 22 in this video. There's 71 verses to this chapter, so we're not trying to do all that in one. So, let's jump in. Now, the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh, which is called the Passover. And the chief priests and the scribes sought how they might kill him, for they feared the people. And then entered Satan into Judas, surnamed Iscariot, being the number of the 12. And he went his way and communed with the chief priests and the captains, how he might betray him unto them. And they were glad, and covenanted to him to give him money. Well, sure, we'll pay you to murder, or to help us murder him. And he promised and sought opportunity to betray him unto them in the absence of the multitude. Then came the day of unleavened bread, when the Passover must be killed. And he sent Peter and John, saying, Go and prepare us the Passover, that we may eat. And they said unto him, Where wilt thou that we prepare? And he said unto them, Behold, when ye are entered into the city, there shall a man meet you, bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him unto the house wherewith he entereth in. Now, I know that, you're like, are you serious? Do you have any idea? Because they didn't, it's like the equivalent of having the well in the city water. It was a fountain in which to pull the water. You want us to find just some person, some man with a pitcher full of water, and you expect us to identify? So here's what would be weird in their brain. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? There's going to be a man carrying a pitcher of water. There's going to be a man doing women's work. Because yes, carrying the water was considered the women's work. You would send your wife and your daughters out in a group to go get water. And ye shall say unto the good man of the house, The master saith unto thee, Where is the guest chamber, where I shall eat the Passover with my disciples? And he shall shew you a large upper room furnished, there make ready. Now this would be Mark that they're going to encounter. Okay. And they went and found as he had said unto them, and they made ready the Passover. Now, Mark's parents were involved in the church even this early on, and Rhonda is his mom, and Rhonda was a disciple of Jesus, so he could have prearranged this. And when the hour was come, he sat down, and the 12 apostles with him. And he said unto them, With desire I have desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I say unto you, I will not any more eat thereof, until it be fulfilled in the kingdom of God. This is his last supper, like a death row inmate last meal. For him, this is his last supper, and he wants to share it with his friends. And he took the cup and gave thanks and said, Take this, and divide it among yourselves. For I say unto you, I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God shall come. And he took bread and gave thanks and brake it and gave unto them, saying, This is my body, which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me. Likewise also the cup after supper, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood, which shall be shed for you. Behold, the hand of him that betrayeth me is with me on the table. And truly, the Son of Man goeth as it was determined. But woe unto that man by whom he is betrayed. So before he parts the world, he gives us the Eucharist so that we can repeat this ritual, which is like saying he's giving us the vegetarian version of what they're doing in front of the altar. Because if you pay attention when the Eucharist is being made in a formal church, they're like waving the things. They're picking up the cup and the tray that has the Eucharist, the wafers and the wine or juice, depending upon where you go, in it. And they're putting it in front of certain things. And in that process, it's the equivalent of doing a wave offering if you were a Levitical priest, so that this communion could be shared. It even tells them to eat the offering, the bread offering, and the drink offering in the temple in front of the altar. And where do we go to get our communion? It's all the same rituals. It's just without the sacrifice of animals, because Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice, and only by him do we enter into heaven. And he will be with us, minimally in the Eucharist. He was with us all the time, but he's with us in symbolic form in the Eucharist every day we take it. Every day that we take it. I hope you'll join me tomorrow, friends, when we will pick up where we left off, starting at verse 23. Until then.